able to get to it ahead of a die. And finally, Girona get the ball away and into the Barcelona half. Samuel Umtiti, he didn't manage to get it out away and off the post into the back of the net. Girona go 1-0 up. It's an astonishing start to the game. Pablo Machín off his bench, and quite frankly, the Camp Nou is stunned by Christian Portugues, better known as Portu, on astonishingly good goal-scoring form. He makes it 1-0 with barely 2 minutes on the clock. Barcelona completely caught out there.
Simon, I thought it was an absolute guarantee that Portu would score here today. The degree to which Barcelona allow themselves to be caught heavily upfield, he is rapid, quick. But that first mistake from Barcelona is followed up by just basically a chase. Look at this, it's a chase. Umtiti gets there, there's no correspondence between Stegen and Umtiti, and that leaves Portu, who's quick, who's confident, who's in the scoring form of his life, putting in a very difficult angle. The finish is lovely, it's extra glamorous that it goes off both posts, but on a night where Barcelona have started up front looking electric, why would fullbacks were high up? Umtiti had actually done quite well to get that far back as Messi picks up possession.
That's fed through to Suarez. Suarez into the area, and it gets Barcelona right back into it. That's the way to respond to the shock of going 1-0 down at home within 2 minutes. 4.5 minutes on the clock. We've seen 2 goals already. The derby promises.
If the lesson for Barcelona was like, don't let Portu play in the counter-attack, the lesson for Girona was much simpler. Don't let Messi have free possession. Suarez's name is going to go on the history books, but look at the time and the space. Time and again, we see players crowding Messi. We saw a masterclass from Chelsea, and basically the red and white shirts were standing around going, see if you can pick a pass. And Messi said, oh yes I can. Suarez is in the form of his life. He was never going to miss that. Girona's midfield ripped up the notes that Machín gave them and just said to Messi, we'll see if you're on form. He said, that's 1-1.
Well, it's a real shame. Back into the game. Again, driving forward. Girona through Portu. Links with Lozano. He's going to try a shot from there. Well, probably worth it. Alice Granell with the attempt. Steps back, but it's Messi to take it. And that caused problems for Bono. It'll be a corner for Football Club Barcelona. That was not too far away.
Like his technique, he follows it all the way.
Titi. Alba inside to Busquets. First time off to Suarez. Suarez turns. Messi in the area. Chips the keeper. Brilliantly saved off the line. Absolutely.
In the La Liga preview, when I said that Suarez, who's about to repeat that chip onside Messi, is seeing the ball as big as a paycheck.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe that after the way he suffered in the first half, he's thrilling to every moment, where right now he thinks he can do anything and that it will all come off for him. And at that age, given the fact that his meniscus was such a problem, and given that Neymar left in the summer, it's been
of Semedo. In the end he can't. Dembele on the ball, driving to the box, gives it to Messi. That's the right decision. Messi's shot rising above the bar, but I think over the last few minutes, Graham, we've seen Dembele with a little bit more of an idea of what you're supposed to do, and to keep it short and simple, what you're supposed to do is give the ball to Messi.
He definitely did, and applause to him for that. But here's the guy who gives the wrong decision, because Messi can slip Coutinho right in, and I think Messi's allowed to make just about as many wrong decisions as he wants to. He's Suarez, it's going to be saved by action analysis. But when you were talking about how much Girona have meant to us this season, how brilliant it's been to see.
Suarez knocks it down for Leo Messi. Leo couldn't quite find the time to shoot, but he does now. It's 2-1 to Barcelona. Leo Messi, it looked like the moment had gone. Brilliant work from Suarez as that long ball came over the top. Gets it down at Messi's feet. Messi seemed to have lost the opportunity, but it's a brave man who says that Leo Messi's missed an opportunity. Ball in the back of the net. 2-1 to Barcelona. The Camp Nou chanting Messi, Messi, Messi once again. And the look on some of those Girona players' faces tells a story, because it's like saying, what are we supposed to do against these guys?
I think they must also be saying, how did that happen, Simon? Because when the chance is originally there and you expect him to bury it and then he does not, there is a moment where the one thing you cannot allow is for him to cut across you onto his left. There are two players there, and both of them stand off. And by standing off, yes, they're only 3-4 feet away from him, but this moment here is when they have to not allow him onto his left, at which point Bono doesn't look great in his touch to it because it looks weak. But they're too respectful, and that's just awful. Have they ever seen him play before, Simon?
I'll tell you. Up he steps, drives it low under the wall, or round the wall, into the back of the net. That is like playing Subbuteo table football almost, isn't it? It's absolute genius from Leo Messi.
You used that lovely phrase, you admitted to the world that the Barca players' skills and imagination sometimes make you chuckle or laugh. His face is, I mean, I lose count now, 500 goals, 600 goals. But his face, he's laughing at a piece of impishness that's come off. He's obviously studied that the wall jumps. Because of the positioning of Bono, if he beats the wall here at all, it's an old... The first time I ever saw that was a Ronaldinho free kick against Real Sociedad in this very stadium, and I hadn't seen the idea about a daisy cutter.
I think I saw Rivaldo do it.
Well, there's a link. We're talking about South American geniuses between the three that we're talking about. Wow. He obviously knew exactly what was happening, but that picture, we see sometimes rabia, they say here, fury, the adrenaline of a goal scorer.
Espinosa's gone into the box. Finally finding the header ball. Garcia, punch clear by Ter Stegen. It falls to Granel. He's got a shooting chance here. Not too far away. Well worth the effort. Goal kick to Football Club Barcelona. And Pablo Machin busy making notes. But as you can see,
lovely
wasn't
idea.
Too far away.
Right idea, decent execution. And you saw Ter Stegen.